Today in crypto land, it appears that Russia is preparing to take a hard line stance on cryptocurrencies. Bittrex announces more delisting on the back of regulatory fears in the US, and the G20 doubles down on industry crippling regulations. Before we begin though, a quick reminder that if you are new around here, if you're new to crypto and you need more information about how to invest in cryptocurrencies safely, or perhaps you know someone who is new to crypto or who wants to get into crypto, then check out Cryptocurrency Explained. It is my free course covering everything from top investing tips, how to use an exchange, to how to buy and to safely store your crypto. Go to thecryptolark.org where you will find all of the videos hosted. Now on to our first story of the day out of Russia. Russia has been so back and forth on crypto regulation, it is crazy. And the most recent announcement from the Duma, which is the Russian parliament, really underlines this sentiment. Russian lawmakers are considering introducing administrative penalties for those who mine cryptocurrencies via open blockchains. This is according to Anatoly Aksakov. He is the chairman of the State Duma Committee on Financial Markets. And actually, it's not just mining that they're targeting, but they're also looking at organizing production, circulation, and creating exchange points for these tools. All of this will be prohibited under this new proposed law. This proposal would only apply to open blockchains such as Bitcoin or Ethereum, not to any state-backed coins like the crypto ruble or other government-issued cryptocurrencies. Of course. It also appears that owning Bitcoin is okay. You just can't use it, you just can't mine it, or even possibly exchange it on Russian registered exchanges. Because the new rules also stipulate that while you can own Bitcoin, it is only so long as it was acquired under foreign law at foreign points of sale and exchange. What? So basically, only on non-Russian exchanges. The situation in Russia has, gosh, it's just so crazy. It's been so back and forth. We've seen the central bank, the finance ministry, the president, and the parliament all wanting different things to happen at different times. It's kind of wild. It does appear that Russia will soon be offering perhaps multiple state-run cryptocurrencies, so we really have to keep that in mind here. We have the gold-backed one that they're proposing for international settlements, which could challenge the petrodollar. We have one that might allow for investment into Crimea to move around sanctions, and possibly, of course, a crypto ruble. But no decentralized cryptos will be welcome in Russia, it seems anyway. Bitcoin mining has been very popular in Russia, of course, where miners can benefit from cheap energy, particularly in the central regions of the country. What kind of actual enforcement will take place once the bill is passed, of course, does remain to be seen, but it will likely cause yet another minor exodus to friendlier shores, perhaps to the Caucasus region, where miners in Georgia, for example, have benefited from cheap renewable energy, as well as support from the Georgian government. So there's that. An earlier form of the Russian law on digital financial assets stalled in the parliament as a result of FATF requirements. More on that particular topic in a minute, but overall, this will be a very disappointing turn of events if indeed it does pass into law as it is currently being proposed, since the Russian crypto community is so strong. And of course, I want crypto to be available to everyone, everywhere, without any kind of barriers. And these are barriers. Now on to our next story in the US. Bittrex geoblocks certain altcoins from users in the USA. In total, 32 coins are going to get the axe on Bittrex USA. Now, some of these no one is going to miss, but others like Qtum and Enigma and Storage, they may come as a surprise, since those coins have good communities and they have good enough liquidity. But this move was likely not done because Bittrex is not making money on those coins, but due to regulatory fears, although Bittrex didn't directly say as much. This delisting event does follow an earlier announcement by Poloniex that they would be delisting certain altcoins due to regulatory fears. And of course, we can factor into this the announcement from Binance that Binance will be geo-blocking US users from their decentralized exchange website, although still available via third-party wallet services. And of course, it also makes one wonder if Coinbase went balls deep into the altcoin market at exactly the wrong time. Land of the free, huh? The increasingly uncertain regulatory scene in the USA is definitely not doing the crypto markets or US crypto enthusiasts any favors. It could also be due, of course, to the increased interest in the IEO market and the role of exchanges in actually facilitating that market to take place. Either way, not good. Which moves us on to the main story of the day, the G20 meeting of nations, which is currently underway in Japan. And crypto is a headline topic this year. One of the most important takeaways is that the G20 does not perceive crypto as a threat to the global financial system. Don't believe them. Now, this may simply signal that crypto is not big enough yet for central banks to truly consider it to be a threat to their sovereign currencies, although local regulations in various member countries seem to indicate the opposite at times to varying degrees. But overall, we are seeing G20 countries moving towards some form of what is being deemed practical regulation. Although considering that members have signaled that they intend to adopt the standards which have been put forward by the FATF to counter money laundering and, of course, counter terrorism financing efforts, I really have my doubts about the practical regulation part of that statement, because what the FATF is seeking to impose could be a major blow to the crypto industry overall. And what they're proposing is called the travel rule. Essentially, this is going above and beyond standard KYC for exchanges and wallet operators. So beyond just requiring KYC to purchase and sell on the exchange, now both sides of a transaction will be required to share KYC data. So basically passing data of who is who between the two exchanges or the two wallets. So when you send from your exchange account to a wallet, well, the wallet will be required to share who you are or who the person you are sending to is. Same, of course, for exchange to exchange transfers. If you want to send from Coinbase to Binance, for example. This is a process which could add significant overhead to exchanges and, of course, slow down transactions significantly, while at the same time de-anonymizing everything by revealing who owns what addresses. This rule, which is a standard in international bank transfers, would largely be unrealistic for most cryptocurrency companies to adhere to. All of which means that there is a larger need than ever for the rise of a truly decentralized exchanging environment. While on the one hand, regulators do not fully understand the implications or the inner workings of the technology, on the other hand, they understand enough to want to control it and to regulate it as much as possible, possibly even regulating cryptocurrencies to the point that they regulate them out of practical existence, which is scary. The battle for the future of crypto is happening right now. It is a threat to the global economic dominion of central governments and central banks, even if they say that it isn't. A lot of what we can see can be considered to be really a reinforcement of the blockchain, not Bitcoin narrative, which means that yes, in spite of what they say, governments are taking the threat of Bitcoin seriously while promoting their centralized alternatives. And while all of this, of course, may seem like a bunch of bad news, because it kind of is, we must keep in mind that while this is happening, good things are also happening out there in crypto land, like one of the biggest merchant adoption stories of the year happening over in Japan, which is, of course, one of the most important markets in the entire crypto industry. This story is Rakuten. Rakuten is moving forward with plans to incorporate its service into JRE East, the largest railway provider in the country, to enable electronic support for their Suica cards, whereby millions of Japanese commuters will be able to pay for public transport using cryptocurrencies. So that's really cool. And a final note for everyone today, Coinbase Earn is back at it again, giving away free money. This time they are giving out $10 in DAI to those who go and complete their learning module. Crazy that just by being signed up to Coinbase and doing all their learning modules, that you probably could have made a couple of $100 in crypto over the last few months. It's crazy. They're just giving away money, guys. That's absurd. Now, if you're not on Coinbase yet, of course, then you can also get an additional $10 in free Bitcoin by signing up using the referral link in the description down below. Now, I want to know, guys, what do you think about all of this? What do you think about the regulations that the G20 is trying to push through? Will this crush the crypto industry? Will it have a serious impact on the crypto industry? Are they trying to push their centralized central bank cryptocurrencies forward? Do you think that the regulators are simply trying to crush decentralized cryptos so that they can take control? Is the battle for the soul of crypto happening right before our eyes today? Let me know about it down below in the comment section. You guys are super awesome, by the way. I just want to mention that. I really love you all. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and watching these videos and sharing these videos around. You guys are supremely awesome. If you did enjoy today's video, leave a thumbs up on it, guys. That would be super cool. And of course, if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell so you know when I put out a new video. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.